First of all, I want to emphasize my sincerest thanks for giving us a platform. It's a dream come true to create content and entertain others. And, you know, I really can't thank you enough, YouTube. With that said, there are things that really need to be discussed. Am I angry at you guys? Well, no, I'm not. But am I disappointed? Sure. Right? And I want to explain why. Most of us by now are aware of the intention to remove the dislike button. And to be honest, I think it's commendable. I think it's an absolutely beautiful thing that you guys have that concern for creators. Unfortunately, this ain't it, Chief. There's too much focus on preserving the feelings of others, and at the same time, we're forgetting the principle behind having the dislike button. At the end of the day, you know, most of us use the dislike button to gauge you know, if content is worth watching, if it's clickbait, if it's scam, blah, blah, blah. And I know what you guys are thinking. Well, you can see that from, you know, the upvotes, should I say, but I'll get to that in a minute. And frankly, I thought it would be obvious as to why that logic is flawed. But given that apparently it's not obvious, I'll explain it. To gauge feedback of a video, you need a benchmark to quantify against the outcome. And without a benchmark, data is quite useless. And given that you guys like to apparently research, you should probably know this by now. So let's say a video's got 100 likes, right? Can you say that video is good? It's quality? Can you say that it's a reliable piece of information or not? You can't say, you know, to some people, 100 is a subjective number when there's no context. You know, are those 100 likes competing against one dislike, making it a really good ratio? Or are those 100 likes actually against 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 dislikes, making it a really poor video? The point is, having just thumbs up is a very meaningless. It's a redundant. You might as well not have anything, to be honest, because we don't know what it's up against. Figures need to be quantified by benchmarks, and I'm absolutely amazed how this can't be, you know, realized, especially once again, given that you guys like to apparently research. And, you know, this is a big problem, and don't get me wrong, I get it. You know, the preservation of people's feelings, it's important. And once again, it's really good of you guys that you guys, you know, consider these points. And I agree, people's feelings are important, to be honest. But we need to look at the greater good. And the greater good is giving the consumer an indication as to whether or not that video is going to waste their time or not. And I agree, there are some people out there who are horrible and they'll dislike bomb videos for no reason, sure. But like that's a risk of YouTube, like anything in life for that matter. Like everything inherently has a risk. I mean, do I like getting dislikes? Well, not particularly, but at the same time, do I really care? No, not like I have a passion for YouTube, and that passion is what drives me further and forward, for that matter, to continue making YouTube videos. And even if people are getting dislike bombed, look at any big YouTuber for that matter, right? You know, whether they're a YouTuber who got cancelled or, you know, people who have just been in a bad spotlight for whatever reason, right? Initially, they're going to get a lot of dislikes, but over time, they subside, but the loyal fans still remain. And that's not to condone YouTubers who do bad things, you know, and we all know what I'm talking about right now. And to those people out there, you know, that's shame. Don't do bad things like that. But channels, you know, for people who are unfairly disliked or whatever, or even fairly disliked for that matter, people who have legit done the wrong thing, that type of drama subsides over time. People get tired of hating, people stop disliking, and, you know, supporters keep supporting at the end of the day, right? And in the grand scheme of things, no one really gets disliked for no reason anyway, right? There's always some part of the story as to why people are going to get disliked. I can't imagine any decent, good person just getting bombed or wrecked. And even if they are, it's from a couple of stupid people anyway. And, you know, whatever. That's a reflection on those people who have nothing else better to do with their lives. And, you know, to those of you who do get disliked, well, you know what? If it's for no reason, press on, you'll be fine, you know. And regarding the update video that you guys made, you know what, I could go into the most in-depth analysis with that video and just point out so many flaws, but to be honest, I don't think anyone's going to watch a 1 hour analysis of what's so wrong with that, and you know, nor do I have the time or the patience to write such a response for that analysis. But at one point towards the end, you did mention that other platforms don't have dislikes. The fundamental difference between YouTube and other platforms is YouTube is not only a source of entertainment, but it's a source of information, right? I don't think there's anyone on this planet who has ever sought to see a dislike button on a tweet or dislike, figure on a tweet before reading the tweet. Just read the damn tweet, right? Videos, on the other hand, they're time consuming, literally, right? You watch a video to get information or entertainment, right? I can understand, I'd still rather not, but I can understand if you're hiding dislikes from, a gaming video or whatever, right? Fair enough. I mean, if you got time to watch gaming videos, then, you've got time. But there's many instances of people, including myself, who look up tutorials, and there are plenty of people who confidently spread misinformation, and false confidence is very dangerous. And, if people are sending out bad information and consumers can't tell, it's actually quite dangerous, right? And not only that, for me, I actually rely on YouTube quite heavily. I look up tutorials for everything, right? And the first thing I look at is the like to dislike ratio. And sorry to those of you who have a really close like to dislike ratio. I'm not going to watch your video because obviously people have disliked for some reason, right? But at the end of the day, being a consumer, I want to have confidence in the accuracy or the validity or the quality of the video that I'm watching. I'm not just going to watch, blindly, no pun intended, just for the sake of preserving feelings, right? If you put out good quality content, you'll be fine. Sometimes life can be unfair. Unfortunately, people die prematurely. People get horrible diseases. And, to everyone out there who have suffered in life, especially for no reason, beyond their control, I'm terribly sorry to hear that, right? But unfortunately, life's cruel, right? There's a lot of bad things that happen in life that's beyond the control of many of us. Crossing a road isn't even guaranteed to end safely. Do you know what I mean? And I guess the point I'm making is we can't get perfection, right? We're trying to solve a problem that's essentially not solvable 100% anyway, because sure, we're solving a problem, but we're now creating a bigger problem, as I've already expressed. And ultimately, I'm making this, I suppose, rant or letter or whatever you want to call it, because it affects me as well. And I'm sure it affects many others. And, I want to continue to rely on YouTube, and I really don't like drama. Look through my channel, you'll see that very rarely do I have videos like this where I address things, but this hits home to me because I want to continue to rely on YouTube. I got a hiccup. I want to continue to rely on YouTube, but I don't even know if I can do that anymore because if I look up a tutorial for something, am I going to find a video where the person thinks they know what they're talking about? I'm going to get a bad advice, or how can I watch with confidence? And to those of you who do want this change or who do agree with this change or to approve, I understand why you want it, right? And that's fair enough. You've got an opinion and I get it, right? But my advice to you is just be yourself. Live your life. Do what you want to do. Because, whether you're doing good in life or whether you're doing bad in life, people are going to have a problem with you, right? And I learned that. It took me a long time to learn that. People will have a problem with you no matter how good or how bad you are. So what can you do about it? Nothing. Just keep being you. The world needs who you are, right? So stop complaining, stop whinging that people are disliking your videos. It sucks. But if you keep doing, being yourself and doing what you do, those haters will get bored of hating and they'll move on, right? And you're going to get supporters and they'll appreciate you as well. At the end of the day, negative energy is quite draining, even for the most hateful person. Even they're going to get bored of dislike videoing. As the saying goes, you ignore the bully and generally they go away. I was bullied myself, so I can kind of, relate to that, I suppose. But yeah, I rambled a lot, and I think my point's clear. And I'm sure many people agree, that it's not really the best idea. I don't like the way that YouTube's going. And once again, I'm thankful, but, for YouTube giving the platform. But mamma mia, oh gosh, some things can, YouTube, stop trying to fix what's not broke. You need to understand that life will never be as fair, pure bliss as what you'd like it to be. And it saddens me as well, but it's a matter of fact. At the end of the day, we're all here for a limited time, and life's cruel, right? But there's no point in changing things to, address a problem that is actually quite minute. Anyway, guys, that's my serious video. More gaming content to come. And yeah, thanks for watching if you've watched so far. I'm a little bit stressed from this, to be honest. And you know what? If you want to dislike the video, so be it. You're not going to be able to see it anyway. But yeah, guys, have a good one. I'll catch you next time. And until next time, be awesome.